Hello everybody, this is Supercar Tournaments and welcome to another case unboxing. Today we are looking at Hot Wheels car culture denoted by this FPY86 code, and specifically we are looking at Hot Wheels car culture silhouettes. I have a sealed case here from A&J Toys that I ordered. Was not lucky enough to find this in stores, so I went ahead and bought a case online because it is a fantastic set and I want most of these cars. I did cut open the sides briefly, so it's easier to open here on camera. So without further ado, let's rip it open. All right, I believe there are chances of chases in these cases. I want to say that is correct. We will find out here quickly. All right, looking at it, it looks like it will be no chase. I see two blue McLarens, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and pull every single car out. Starting from the right side here, we have the Nissan 300ZX. I believe this is the second release for this one. Beautiful, beautiful kind of cartoon style card art on this one. Looks really, really good there. Blue and white on that one. We will open up all these cars in the video, so we won't spend too much time with these. Obviously, two of every single car per case. This would be the chase if it was all black. This is the LB Works McLaren 720S. So Liberty Walk McLaren 720. Very cool view. Love the way this one is stylized with the highlights on the card art. Looks absolutely great there. Very excited to get this one open. This is probably, for me, the most exciting car. I know there's two others that people are talking about a lot, one of which I'm a big fan of as well. But specifically seeing this as a new model and not having it in hand, I'm really excited to get that one open. One of the ones people are going to be talking about, it's a very popular casting, the Liberty Walk Super Silhouette Nissan Skyline. Obviously, probably the most valuable car culture chase in history with its Mountain Drifters version. It was in red, and then the chase in black, obviously. Again, looks super cool here. Love to see the shading on the side here. Looks great. I mean, the card art on these things is just, I mean, it's incredible. Two of those. Cars are falling over in the case here as I'm trying to pull them out. Struggling to get them out here. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, two of those, as we just said. Keep on moving on. This is the one people are talking about. This is the one people care about. This is the RWB Porsche 930. If you have not seen this, if you've not heard about this, have you been living under a rock? This thing is absolutely awesome. It's incredible casting. I believe the third release for this model in premium. We've seen it once in car culture before in black. It was in the purple Team Transport, and now we get it here in white with some beautiful brown wheels. Card art looks great. We'll get this thing on the turntable and take a more in-depth look. Two of those. And finally, we finish off with the Mazda RX-7 FC Pandem, making its second appearance in premium. It was a chase back in the day in the Ronin Run set in white and black, and now it gets what I am calling the Mystery Machine deco because it's the same color as the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. I don't know if that's what inspired this deco. I believe it's based off a real car, so you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but pink wheel, green wheel, looks awesome. Baby blue, just looks like so much fun. But yeah, lovely to see that. I believe this might be, one of the designers might own this, or somebody Hot Wheels knows has this. That's why that signature is there. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and rip these open and get them on the turntable. With the entire set in hand, let's go ahead and take a look at these. This is the Nissan 300ZX. We could go in the order of 1 through 5, but instead we're going to go through a custom order and save the best for last. Nissan 300ZX, probably the car I'm least excited about in this set. I know it has rich racing heritage. It obviously looks incredible with this wing, but for me, just not the car and the type of car I'm most interested in. But taking it out and looking at it, beautiful, beautiful blue color here. Those 5-spoke white wheels pair very nicely. I think this is a great combination. Love the detail with the racing net on the side because this is, of course, a legendary race car. Get a nice number 25 and some Nissan badging on the side. Going around to the rear, some beautiful, beautiful taillights. Same thing on the other side. Looking at the top, again, some more Nissan badging, some more racing deco. Nice little Nissan Tampo on the rear wing. One of the nice things you get with these premium cars is you get Tampo all the way around, which, you know, you better get at the price points you're paying. Very heavy casting, clearly metal on metal, but well executed, beautiful, looks good. Just not the thing I'm most interested in, but looks good nonetheless. We then move to the Mazda RX-7 FC Pandem. Beautiful colors on this one. One that the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm kind of really excited to open this thing up just because it is such a cool vibe. It's got so many unique colors and things going on here. And the fact that it's based off a real car is even better. The fact that there's one of these actually out there is fantastic. Looking at it, love the small wheels on this casting. Really, really, really look nice. The pink, the green. I mean, this thing is just so much fun. I'm really happy with this. I was not, when this car was first released, you know, images of it, seeing it on Instagram, didn't have to have it. Now, I think it looks really awesome. Looking at it on the turntable as it goes around, so many cool things going on. The blue and green striping just looks so cool, especially when you get to the rear with those tail lights. It looks great. You get the houseofpre.com badging. The rear window, you can see all the sponsors of this car in real life. A nice little 77. I mean, this thing is just a complete doozy. So much going on. Love the Tampos up front. Really, really cool stuff. Again, metal on metal, very heavy casting, very well executed casting. Love to see that. All right. Those are the first two, kind of the more forgettable releases of this set, if you can even say that, because I really think, I mean, these are 5 great castings. When the Nissan 300ZX is the car I think most people are least excited about, or the Mazda RX-7 FC Pandem are, you're in a really, really good spot. Also, we haven't looked at the back of the card yet. This is what it looks like, showing off all 5. Anyways, we get to the Super Silhouette Nissan Skyline, obviously the Liberty Walk edition of this car. I don't know if Liberty Walk has done a Skyline with this deco. You can, somebody in the comments can let me know. I know they did the Silvia. The Silvia has this, and Hot Wheels did the Silvia in the main line, and then they did it in Boulevard. I don't know if the Nissan R34 Skyline they built has sported this deco. So I don't know if this is a tribute by Hot Wheels or this car also exists in real life. So somebody in the comments, please let me know. I'm not super into the customizing scene when it comes to cars. I don't know a ton about it, which makes it tough for a Silhouette Series review. I do know this, though. They look awesome, and this one is no different. First of all, just legendary Hot Wheels casting. It has been great since the moment they've released it. It's gotten some fantastic releases. We've seen it in Team Transport. I mentioned the legendary Chase earlier, and this one looks great as well. First of all, the deco is just so clean by Liberty Walk here. Hot Wheels replicating it very, very well with all the sponsors. You see Liberty Walk on the side. You can see the KW sponsorship. You have all the Japanese lettering and badging, which I don't know what it says. I would assume something like Liberty Walk or Nissan, something along those lines. 23 on the side. Bringing it around to the front. So much going on in that grille. Love the attention to detail. Nissan badging, GTR badging. Twin turbo, it says on there. Very, very cool. Love that we get the banner so many times. These modified cars and these race cars have banners right above the hood. Love to see that. Also love to see that it's left-hand drive, or right-hand drive, excuse me. Don't know if that's coming across super well. Looking at the top, we also get the rear wing tampo. Love to see that. 5-spoke wheels look good here. Put all the emphasis on the car itself and the badging itself. As we come around to the rear, we can see some more, those iconic GTR taillights. More badging, more sponsors, just all in all, very, very cool. Yellow roll cage in there as well. Just, I mean, this has been a perfect casting since it's released. Any deco they put it in is going to look good. This is a great one, though. I mean, this is an all-time Hot Wheels casting. We all know that. This is fantastic. Metal on metal. Really, really cool. Really happy with this one. Got to get those versions. Got to get all the versions of that car you can. All right. The one I am most excited for, because it is a new casting and it's a car I care a lot about, the McLaren 720S, another Liberty Walk car. So we have Pandem, we have Liberty Walk, and we will get RWB later. Probably the most iconic, most recognizable names in car modification there are currently. Ripping it open. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Here we are, the Liberty Walk McLaren 720S. First of all, let's talk about the color on this thing because it just pops. That teal is absolutely incredible. This one, a lot less busy than the others because the others had a lot of sponsors. Some of them are race cars. This one, they went very plain. Just the teal, some Liberty Walk badging. You get it on the side there. You get it as a ribbon or banner on the windshield there. And that's about it in terms of sponsorships and badging. You get some taillights there. I gotta imagine that's a nightmare to do because of how thin the McLaren taillights are and how much stuff is going on with the casting itself. But the coolest detail to me, look at the carbon fiber hood. That thing looks so good. To get a Tampo that looks that clean and can be that detailed on these cars is incredible to me. It looks fantastic. Love the rear spoiler here. That's plastic coming up from the interior to break it up. One thing you get with the main lines is the spoilers are usually all metal and connected, so they look a little bit bulky, and they're not super realistic in the fact that they're the same color as the car, which oftentimes is not the case. Premium, you can afford an extra detail like that. It looks great. All in all, really happy with this one. You get the deep dish rear wheels on this. That looks so good. Front, regular 6-spoke. Rear is that deep dish. Looks fantastic. You can see they're different widths too as we flip over to the bottom. Fat tires on the bottom, skinny tires up front. That's how it should be. Metal on metal. This thing's a slam dunk. I am so, so happy to have this car. Last but not least, the star of the show for many, the RWB Porsche 930. This thing is nuts. It is very popular for a reason. First of all, it's a legendary Porsche. Second of all, it's built by the most notable Porsche modifier in the world, in Raoul Welt RWB. Woo, we get clean white at long last on this casting. Brown wheels, great choice, pair very, very nicely with it. Again, just like with the McLaren, deep dish rear wheels, skinnier front wheels with the 6 spokes as well. Looks great. Some nice badging on the side here as we come around to the rear. That iconic part of the car, that entire rear fender virtually removed to give way for exhaust. I mean, that thing is so sick. Looking at the base, I mean, looks like a fighter jet almost, I feel like, with kind of the silhouette there. That is so, so sick. Rear tail lights. Love to see the window trim here. Such an underrated detail sometimes. You don't notice it until it's there. Sometimes cars have it and you're like, it looks fine. But when you get that window trim and you do in black here, it really just elevates the car that much more. You're like, wow, that really pops. That really looks cool. Works really, really well here. And of course, the iconic Porsche headlights, Porsche badging on the hood, Raoul Welt banner on the windshield there. Just all in all, can't say enough about it. Anyways, that is the set for silhouettes. The Porsche is the standout, rightfully so. People are well after this one. For me, the personal favorite's going to be the McLaren. Supercars are my things. I am supercar tournaments. This one looks great. But, I mean, it's a 5 for 5 set. There's not a single miss at all. The Nissan 300ZX looks great. Fantastic, legendary race car. The Mazda, I am pleasantly surprised by. I think this thing is so fun. I think it's incredibly unique. I think it's going to stand out in my display because of its colors and break from kind of the normal trends of car culture of what I collect, which is basically a lot of the stock looking, a lot of the very plain looking stuff outside of a few race cars here and there. But just a legendary set, a must-have. Super happy to have this one in the collection. All right, that's all for now, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite is, and I'll see you all later. Peace.